Andrew Tate didn't hold back during his recent appearance on the PBD Podcast with Patrick Bet-David. In a fiery segment, Tate tore into Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy over his now viral Oval Office meltdown, calling it a train wreck of epic proportions and questioning Zelenskyy's leadership, motives, and future survival. The discussion zeroed in on the now infamous clip where Zelenskyy, seated next to JD Vance at the White House, clashed with US officials over Ukraine's handling of the war. Tate didn't mince words, describing Zelenskyy's demeanor as petulant and disrespectful. He pointed out Zelenskyy's defensive body language, arms crossed, tone combative, as evidence of a leader who's completely out of his depth. "Let's be real," Tate said, "this guy walks into the Oval Office, the most powerful room in the world, and instead of showing gratitude to the country bankrolling his war, he starts attacking the administration. What kind of strategy is that? It's not strategy, it's ego." Tate didn't stop there. He slammed Zelenskyy for what he called gambling with the lives of millions, referencing reports of forced conscription in Ukraine. "They're literally grabbing guys off the street, throwing them in vans, and sending them to die on the front lines. That's not leadership, that's desperation." And yet, he has the audacity to sit there and lecture the US about respect? Give me a break. The conversation took a darker turn as Tate speculated on Zelenskyy's future. "Let's be honest," Tate said, "when this war is over, Zelenskyy's done. Europe can't protect him. Russia will come for him. And if he's burned his bridges with the US, he's got nowhere to hide. Pissing off Trump? That's a death sentence." Tate also took aim at Europe's handling of the situation, accusing European leaders of enabling Zelenskyy's hero complex while failing to provide real solutions. "Europe's run by weak, emotional leaders who can't make a decision to save their lives," Tate said. "They'll promise you the world today and stab you in the back tomorrow. Zelenskyy's betting his survival on these people? Good luck with that." The podcast didn't shy away from controversial takes, with Tate suggesting that Zelenskyy's behavior might be fueled by personal issues. "I'm not saying he's on anything, but let's just say there are rumors," Tate said with a smirk. "When you're hiding in a bunker, your country's falling apart, and everyone wants you dead, you might turn to substances to cope. Just saying." Tate wrapped up his critique by predicting a grim end for Zelenskyy. "He's made too many enemies, lost too many people, and burned too many bridges. When this war ends, he's either going to catch a bullet or spend the rest of his life looking over his shoulder. And honestly, he brought it on himself." The segment ended with Tate shifting gears to promote an upcoming networking webinar, but the damage was done. By the time he was finished, Zelenskyy's Oval Office meltdown had been dissected, criticized, and ultimately destroyed, classic Andrew Tate style.